Hello, Knight.
Hello there.
Yeah, I hate myself right now. I made a Zerker, and the class that I hated the most.
Ook. I mean, not really. The Ook is the stroker, but
Yeah.
you made the gorilla.
Oh
You
yeah,
made
I made the gorilla.
the big boy. I mean, just think you
The
can just
gorilla.
grab and manhandle everybody.
Yeah, I mean I could, and he's a pretty easy class if I remember correctly.
For the most part, yeah.
Or well, Succession is not so much Awakening. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I need to get my experience, and then untag, and then retag. Item copy, yes, and I'm gonna use 45 fuel.
Good news is with guild, doing guild bosses, fuel is gonna get a little bit easier for people to switch over more often.
Yeah. Okay, tag. Switch you with you. Need to pause up everything and switch it over to Zerker. Yeah, I thought 35k was okay, but then when you showed yours, I'm like, God,
Mine's
damn.
40k with no Agris, and that's the difference. Because that's why I want to be very careful when somebody says, hey, I made this. Okay, but I mean, it's relative.
Yeah. And then you named all the things of, like, why you got that much, and I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. You're so tired? I bet.
Just, where is title? Oh, no need title. Oh wait, no, I need those in here. Let me just delete those.
Getting ready for another 10-hour session. That's gonna be rough.
It sounds rough. 10 hours?
Yep. I hope Kaylee listens to me because the math ain't mathing on shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, why am I here? I need to call my horse. Check in. Oh, wait, I need to take that off, and that off. XC.
Oh, there.
There you go.
The spot isn't good for money, but we do need the mats from it. I don't need the crons until... But yeah, you fucking missed what the whole point of what I was saying. Like...
What?
Talking about Kaylee. Kaylee sent me her grind from last night, or whatever grind time it was. It's fucking terrible. So this is like monkey mentality if you're gonna go back into it. So Kaylee's willing to literally decapitate an entire grind session for fucking 7, 8 tap, or for basically a tap per absolute astronomical amount of grind time on an accessory right now. For 2.8 billion silver an hour. But when you actually go pull out all the shit that doesn't sell, all the fluff that Garmox puts in it, you're making less than 2 bill an hour. And the upgrades are so minuscule. They are so minuscule that you're going to get from this place. Outside the tap for the accessories, you need to be focusing on going for the actual raw dog, the two worst attempts, which is the double decks on the weapon and main hand, is actually more viable now while you work on getting your armors up than it is going for the fucking accessories, just because it's a lower aggros pity, because you're spending far more time per hour grinding for one fucking tap that could be going into actually tapping your weapons for deck.
Right.
You're more likely to hit the deck tap in that pity range than you are actually pitying the deck. Now, yes, we can all sit here and say, yes, it's going to be ass. But in this case where we are right now, getting absolutely shafted, it's better to wait a week or two, because you're not going to... Your hellbent drivenness to try to go do Agris as your weekly boss is fucking stupid. And I'm going to just be real and blunt with you for a moment. It's absolutely fucking stupid. For one extra Adanya piece a week.
One.
And you're not really going to get, unless you get lucky, you're not going to get it anytime soon. You only have, if you want to argue with the fact of going back there to grind, you have until the crystal event break ends, and then you gotta leave. You cannot afford to grind there, period. None of us can afford to grind this place at its current state, so we need at least a patch 2 or 3 for them to get through Adanya, because people are complaining, it's all over the forums. People are not happy with the Adanya Part 2 setup. The DPS checks, the mechanics of it, how it's working, people are pissed. So let's see if they start changing some shit over the next couple weeks. In that meantime, you could be spooling your money up and getting ready for large purchases. Does it mean you need to start buying crons immediately? No, but just getting silver accumulated into your account is far more valuable. Fuck, I would almost rather see you go do the dumb shit and go level up your shining alchemy stone than attempt to go get your fucking deck accessory. Or to go get your SEP accessory. Just because that is a guaranteed progress you can make. Yeah, is it going to give you sheet DPS towards the next fucking castle? No, but it is an upgrade that's going to help you overall. There is more upgrades there that you need. Your armor is going to be ridiculously hard to catch, and you're praying that you're going to get SEP earrings. Now, I see you've got one of them pen, which is great. But you have to get the other one pen, and you're looking at, in total, that is 10, 20, and then you're looking at over probably 30 total pity attempts in that, which means you're getting 1 pity per 5 hours of grinding.
Yeah.
For one fucking AP is asinine. Now imagine you put that effort back around into an actual money maker, how much more money you could have ready to execute if they do change this. But right now, trying to go into monkey see, monkey do grind, because you can go fucking hit, because you can kill that shit, it's far better to wait and see a week or two for them to update this spot to probably make it actually worth our fucking time. Right now, it's not worth our fucking time. We have the Wandstone, great. Attempting to go in and get the double decimations done. I can see that while the thing is up, technically, because the crystal value is there. But you have to understand, you have to account for every death. Every death is 30, 60 mil on every death. You flush down the drain. If you go into perfumes, now I know you are over the cap, so you don't need the tenacity, but you should probably also, or not the, you shouldn't be using envy, you should be on tenacity at this point. So you're on deep sea elixir and tenacities, which is still a 20 to 30 mil flush, depending on whatever it is. The draught is negligible because it's 20 mil and they're readily available. The deep seas are a little bit harder to get, which means you're going to have to be on either an envy grind, keeping up envies, or you are exchanging for deep sea elixirs through whatever currencies you have access to still. Because I know you have the ability to go in and exchange some that I don't, which is great. And converting them over is actually really easy. You just got to go out and life skill a little bit more and literally go do this tree rotation right here and just gather sap or logs, and you're going to have Caphoressence just converted over to the tenacities. So that's a valuable thing here. But at this point, in the next month, you still have about 80. Correct. But you need to account for every death you take is going to take 1 away extra from your grind. It's normally 3 a grind. It's supposed to be 3 per hour you use.
But if you're using, I don't know, 6 or 9 in the same hour, fuck. You're burning up a good chunk of your profits.
And I'm already down to a death an hour. Okay. I'm sorry that I don't see eye to eye with where you're trying to come from. I see what you're trying to do. But mathematically, as somebody who does numbers and calculates shit like this, it's fucking stupid. It's really fucking stupid. Because you're rushing forward for nothing, is what you're honestly doing.
Right, when we could be waiting a few weeks for them to fix the spots, and it'd be not so pain and suffering.
For me, am I gonna get there easily? No. I once the crystal event ends, I'm not really able to do it. What can I see over the rest of the crystal event is going to the grind spots and trying to BS my way through to get the extra Genbon Wanhan, whatever crystal it is. I can see doing stupid shit like that. But can I see they're grinding there because you're looking at 5 hours for 1 tap. 5 hours for one.
That's fucking absurd.
Like, why wear yourself out when you could put that money and build up for a week or two, put into that, grind into that larger pool money, and see what they do. We're waiting for this Thursday, and we're waiting for really the next Global Lab. So we're really waiting for Thursday and Friday this week.
Yeah.
So going there, I wouldn't go back to Scarecrows. If you're going to go anywhere, go to the next spot and try to just push the mechanic through and try to get the Bond Crystal to drop. Or get the pity of it. I would rather you do that and then try to see if you can ram your head through the next spot to see if you can get the gen. To do that. But going there just to force that shit through for an accessory tap, don't do it. Go to Zephyros. Go fucking do anything else in the game than go try to push your way through that right now. There is no logical argument other than just being dumb at that point. And that's the real unfortunate honest take after looking over the numbers and looking at everybody else. Most everybody that's posting numbers is posting Agris numbers, which is really fucking up what it's actually making because everybody was holding their Agris out for this shit. So the people that are posting Agris numbers. Very few people are actually posting non-Agris hours, which is making it harder to get a feel of it's showing falsified money. And I expect in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, Adania is going to be getting some changes. It's not going to be in its current state. And if they are that dumb, it's a flop of a continent coming out instantaneously.
Yeah, and people will stop playing.
Yeah, which will hurt the game. And because you'll get some that'll just say, fuck it, I'll go back to my other spot. And you'll see some that will say, oh, I can do that. Being pessimistic, I need 10 trillion to deck my weapons. That's months of grinding with no upgrades.
It's absurd right now, is where we're at. I mean, we're just at a level to where...
And that's where...
It's the do it or we're done.
Well, we can get the total number real quick. That's not actually that hard. Let's see here. Yeah, off the deck is 3,920. It is times 330 times 3 billion or 3 million per tap. It's 3,880,000,000 or 80 billion. So times 2, because you got to get 2 weapons up there, is 7.7 trillion silver. So if we are going to get into that,
that's pain and suffering.
You don't need your fucking offhand. Well, actually, you do. You're an ascended class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're an ascended class. I forget about this. So 3.8 times 3 is 11.4. Yeah. So.
Yeah, for me, I'd have to push my weapons up the Nove and run all Sept and run pen armors in order to play at Scarecrows. They truly play there.
Yeah, 11 trillion silver on RNG. Okay. So
I mean, I wasn't lying. My mathematical brain
2,900. Well, you wouldn't hard grind it out. You would have to get into other marketing, other money making ways, because you'll burn out far before you hit that in raw pity funds. Yeah.
It'll have to be the trading thing. You'll have to get into the life skilling stuff.
Well, no, because I mean, yes and no. It would have to be. You'd take life skilling and you would make it. You would balance it out, kind of like what I'm doing, where I'm not going 100% into.
No. So you don't want to burn yourself out of it either.
Correct. You've got to do a little bit of both. You got to have do some life skills, some grinding. Some life skills, some grinding.
I agree. The only problem that we have is where we're at. I mean, we could generally make, 100 bill a month?
Oh, no, faster than that. You could make 200,
or
250. Bill, you could make about 250 bill a month. You can do... and it depends on how deep you can go in the grind of it too. Because crates are one thing. Whoops. Crates are one thing, but we're looking at like trying to get Kaylee into making 6 to 8 billion an hour. Right. Not 4 to 6 billion an hour. So there's other things we need to consider here.
Yeah, because she averages pretty good money from Zephyros an hour, so... but I don't know what her non-Agris hours are. I know her Agris hours
Her non-Agris hour at, where?
The Zephyros.
I don't have the non-Agris hour data.
I don't have her... I've never not heard her do one yet, one might say.
Holy
shit. Or she's not told it. It's my non-Agris hours right now. I'm getting 13k. So that's not terrible.
Shit. I know what happened. I don't have my crystals on. I'm like 99% sure I'm still on my processing crystals. That's why I'm getting CC'd. You don't have any good non-Agris hours recorded? Yep, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what we thought. For me, I tend to do a lot of my hours of grinding with no agros.
Because here you'll be able to do 100,000 agris every 5 days. That's the current state of the game. You can do 100,000 agris every 5 days.
Yeah, as of right now, I'm just burning it as I get it.
I'm wanting to do one grind where I go all the way from 100,000 and see if I can burn it to 0 in 3 hours.
It should be.
Because I got pretty damn close on 95,000. So I want to see what a full 100k is to see if I am just slightly clearing.
Well, I'm basically hitting the 20k mark, or I'm basically deleting 20k in 40-ish minutes, or just before 40 minutes. So I'm assuming, I'd easily assume that 30k just a higher than that. Because, I mean, it sounds like you were doing the 35, almost 40.
Because I burned slightly more than 95,000, because I think I was down to like 10. We could go look at the VOD. I'm pretty sure I did that on stream when I did the 95,000. It was just... It was like the last 10 minutes, I believe, is where I finally zeroed it out.
That would make sense. That would make fucking sense. Which means you would have only had maybe 5 more minutes of grind time left for 100,000. So whatever that time would have been. I'm assuming that that's how long it lasts at that point. It's like 2 hours and 50 minutes for you.
Mm-hmm.
Or 55 minutes. I'm enjoying the grind at the Solons though.
Nice.
One of these days, whenever I get the AP to actually kill there, I might actually feel a little bit better about it. But at least I get drops there.
Right.
That's all I give a fuck about. And I kill the guy, so I don't, I still get the big loots.
Yeah, so I was hearing, I did some more reading on the forums about the people talking about it, and they're talking about how there are literally some classes that cannot go grind the new Adanya spot just because it's the class differences. Some are tankier than others, some have more DPS than others, some have both. Before I go back to Zeph, I try Solons to see what I can make since I need the caps there. And that's fair.
Solons is great. I mean, I enjoy it. I just wish, me myself,
I would like to see, so here's what I would like to see, Kaylee. If you could do that today, I want a raw, no agris grind, 1 hour, just to see a good recorded hour of Zephyros for 1 hour, and then I want to see a Solons recorded for 1 hour. And if it gets RNG'd and you get, like, the God tier drop, just record it, because we can always fuck with it and reset up the sheet and assume we don't have XYZ information, too.
Correct.
So, but this way we actually get a good, really, a really good shot at seeing what each one of these are. And I can do better numbers on projections.
Yeah. Hell, if I had just one of those numbers, I could fill in the rest of the blanks myself in my head. But I haven't heard anything, so I can't just be like, oh, I can't just blur the number out, So I feel you on that.
But the issue is, for Kaylee, it's gonna be, we know Kaylee's got a level 20, Zephyros node. It's been in the game long enough to easily have it.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, Solons, do we have the level 20 node? No, we don't. But At least I don't think Kaylee's got a level 20 node.
She activated it though, I thought.
Shit, you do have Solons at level 20. Okay, so that's good.
That's
Okay,
what I
so then
thought.
it's...
I thought that she did because she said something about it.
See, I thought you were saving your energy at Adanya.
No, she said she used the herbal medicine
That's right.
when she was dumping when she could. Which that's what I would do. I would just go on my main character, dump my main character's energy off, and just pop one of those stupid things in every free AFK phase. You just start dumping energy. I mean, we've got enough energy to not care, at least.
I did it on 30-something characters. I got a fully maxed node. So...
I mean, I almost got close with 26, so that makes sense. That makes sense. My energy's not as high as yours. Mine's just being artificially increased. But yeah, I don't know. I'm at the point where I can grind at the Star's End and can grind at the Sakurai. I don't mind Sakurai right now. Zephyros is good. My fucking perk poison though. But Solons, I need so much.
Yeah, because you don't have the Adanya AP backing you up there.
Sure don't. I mean, that's like 80 something fucking monster damage coming from that. Because the set and then the stones and then the other stone, the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And all of those three things added up, I mean, hell, that's a lot of Adania. Do they have a set? Do they have a set like that that's just for normal mobs?
No.
In the Lightstone set?
It would be
Just
all out
gives-
attack.
And that just gives monster damage?
Nope. Straight AP and damage reduction, negative damage reduction, so it's gonna hurt.
No.
I
Yeah,
think it's like
that's
25 total sheet AP it gives, or not sheet, 25 total AP, hidden AP, whatever they call it. So it goes to
Yeah, but-
everything.
Yeah, it's something, but I wouldn't run it. I'd rather run the Vicious Shadows. I feel like you get more out of it anyway.
Yep. Ever since we got the,
Amplified.
no, well, I was gonna say, since we got the change of AP caps, all-out attack has lost a lot of its value.
Yeah. Yep.
So-
Those AP caps really fucked with us.
We sold the Volante or the Advance and the level 10 cannon I had for it.
Nice.
Okay. You had a blue one?
Yeah.
Nice.
And
So that would have been like what, like 60 something?
I got
Almost
75 bill in total after taxes. So, and I spent 90% of it getting my off.
It went?
Yep, 42 clicks.
God damn it. Okay, well at least it went.
At least it went, yeah. I mean, it still sucks that I had to take 42 clicks. But
Oh, my weapon's fully pitied, so I feel at least a little bit better that it didn't go that far.
Yeah. So
when I was trying to go to Sept, yeah, my shit just felt like for the Awakening and my main hand, they both pitied, but the weapon offhand actually one clicked over.
well, see, at this point, I no longer give a shit. I am okay where I'm at because at this point, I can do Zephyros. I will do Zephyros after this. And now I can just deal with wherever I want to go. Like, if I want to go back and go try to get my crystals at to go try to get the brutal decimations or the upgraded for those at Scarecrows, I will only do it while the crystal event's up, fully knowing that I only have a very limited shelf life to do it. I may end up just saying fuck it and grinding here and continuing to
try to get up to the Capros level of stuff. Didn't you just get that though?
what?
The 1 AP?
Yeah. So I can do Caphras. I'm now in my range, so I don't have to worry about accessories. I don't have to worry about any of that.
Okay. Have you tried it yet?
No, I'll go do it in a bit. I wanted to get my grind hour over with because I can only do one grind hour, so I wanted that done. And then I will.
See, for me, I don't have an option. I have to push my stupid fucking earring up to deck, and then I can do cameras. Because I'm like 393, so. I put in 2 tabs
Yes, I need the
yesterday.
actual reforged stones. I need, but having the mats to make them will alleviate some pain. Again, these are so pissant small upgrades right now. I would just be sitting here with orders up on them. I'd be making money. When they come in, they come in. And only while this window is up would I ever consider grinding it. But once that window is gone and the crystal breakage is back, fuck that shit. That region is not worth it.
And just remember it. In probably a month or two, those reforged stones are more than likely going to find a way back to min list.
I wouldn't say min list for a while. We'll probably be 3 to 6 months before we see min list.
Well, with everyone, it seems like everyone's hitting them. And more people are allowed to do the boss splits now because they've just gotten into that range. I really do think a lot more of it's going to be dropping because a lot more people are into that range of gear now.
I mean, that's fair. That is definitely one way to look at it.
Because the party ones drop a shitload of that. And then every now and then, like, I've gotten... I think the most reforged stones I've gotten from a world boss was 3. But I've also seen my dad get 4 in one swoop.
You just gotta do them. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep doing it. Because Utteri's at 1.
Yeah, and me right now, guess what? You know, there's a good chance that I may not care about it until that stuff gets down. Because it is such a nominal increase on those reforged stones. I mean, the only one I might think about is the APs. I don't even know what I'm getting out of that.
But when you go look at this is the thing that you also have to consider too. When you go look at the damage calculator on this stuff, most of these upgrades are small.
Nominal.
It is, as Hellcrest said, is definitely the Korean drip feed now. Because they fucked up for 10 years, and now they're trying to hit that slow down. You know, that slow down mentality that they've got now. bringing the grind down, slowing, you know, the progression of stats down.
Yeah, just like in a lot of other MMOs.
Mm-hmm. Any upgrade outside of armor I get will be nominal. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the only problem right now is we're just in the state of the game right now that it's at. It's gonna stop becoming less enjoyable. The only enjoyment we'll get is maybe from doing PvP and random shit like that.
Speak for
Because when the
yourself on
zones
the
are
enjoyment of
that kind of
PvP.
pain. Huh?
Said speak for yourself on the enjoyment of PvP.
I mean, that's about the only real thing that we can almost look forward to, because these new spots are not. I mean, yeah, you're going up some points. Yeah, you'll be able to get into the new spots, but all these new spots look like pain and fucking suffering.
Well, so I was watching a guy on Twitch last night for a few minutes, and he was 2,250 something. He was grinding that third spot pretty efficiently.
Yeah, that's wild.
He was also playing.
Yeah,
he was playing Agent, and it was dying pretty easily, getting the AFK phase.
But that's also was a maxed out person though.
He had
Right?
deck weapons, Sep and Hex armors.
Yeah, so he's more than capable of playing.
I mean, he had all deck weapons, like all three. He had all of his accessories. He had I believe his accessories were pen, but the belt and the necklace, and he was tapping on his belt. He was getting belt drops from there.
Wow. Yeah, so that tells you how far away we're technically really are, because getting to the deck weapons is the big thing there. So as far as I'm concerned, it's hard to really compare to those kind of people because we don't have technically the same gear. I can't even compare myself right now to the people who are doing those hours at Scarecrows with my own class. But, well, I don't have that gear to actually kill at this spot. And that's the worst part.
That's the part I'm very curious on. And here's the thing that we don't know. Did they just happen to have their tag character? Because it says Meiwa because that's just what they picked. But if they were playing on their tag character and scored it on their, you know, let's say they played it on a,
Agent or something.
yeah, but they tagged it, they wrote the data on their Meiwa because it's what's just geared. It skews the data, and there may not actually be Meiwas putting numbers down. That's the other thing we have to consider.
Yeah, that's the
because I'm gonna say you're a pretty good barrier of judgment for where the Meiwa is. The only other person I would take data from, honestly, is Project. Don't mean this with any disrespect. Project was probably a better PvPer than you, but
I'm not mad.
He's probably not a better grinder than you, because he spent 90% of his time fighting people.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, he hung out with the best of the best, so he was constantly getting his ass beat by the best of the best. I watched him die. I know he can bleed. I've also beat him. Legitimately. I mean, and actually legitimately, I've beat him before. It's hard, but you can beat him. But 8 out of 10 times in a row, Project kicks my ass. I wish you could meet him. He's a cool dude. You would get a kick out of hanging out with him.
Did he play Awakened?
Both. When he played Awakened while it was there, and then really I think Succession came out. and he played back and forth between both, but then he ended up just playing Succession because I think he liked it more for what he was doing at the time. But his Awakened Meiwa was deadly as shit. I fucking got back poked to that thing countless times. I can still hear the Pia, and I'm just going, my asshole puckers up, going, yep, it's over. This is it. I'm literally that dog meme where I close my eyes, I'm sitting there, and it's just like, yep.
Stigma will fuck your day up every time. You go to attack me, I'm hitting a certain move, and I'm behind you hitting you already.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I love that move. And thankfully they carried that move onto the Succession side. Off of the 3 Awakened skills that she gets from Awakening. Yeah, on top of the other skill that I used for the one thing that it just pops itself every time you do a couple. You do one skill and another skill, it tends to just pop itself after every hit, after every skill. It's nice.
So the part that I like about Garmoth is math is about averages. And averages eventually still tell you the truth, even with skewed data. It's when there's very little data is what makes it really hard to
make a judgment.
Yes. Because that's where it then goes, because you can influence it very quickly. A really good run with a really bad run can really swing a spot because there's so few data points. Yes. But then you take something like Zephyros. Zephyros is probably one of the most accurate things you can look at next to the treasure spots. The treasure spots will then tell you the very same story of, this is probably pretty average for the spot. Especially when you go class to class to class, it'll give you the general...
A lot of people have killed at the treasure spots, and they've definitely put it on the numbers for should have.
So, like, when you go to a treasure spot, you can easily look at it and go, yeah, no, this is... I'm gonna expect roughly this on my class, and roughly this. Anything else in between is literally skill difference between the player. Because some can score slightly higher, some will score slightly lower. You know, everybody's on their own different grind. You know, AP caps were different. That's the other thing you got to think about on some of the older data. So they may have been able to kill more then than they could now.
Right.
Why are we bugged hitting this?
The 30k or 40k trash numbers from LBS spots. Back in the day, because we didn't have the AP cap, and the buffs were, every time you were able to see the buff, you were able to collect that buff.
Well, I'll give you an idea of one right now.
Weapon buff. 60 minutes.
Yizrahid needs to be reset on Garmoth.
The what?
Yizrahid Highlands. It needs to be reset on Garmoth because all my old data from the pre-grind spot is still being calculated. So all my data where I was grinding there before they changed the trash loot numbers is still being calculated into the global average of it. What the fuck is going on with these dudes?
Where?
So, I'm having an issue here where the mobs are staying and they're attacking the Kafra's energy and they're not following me.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's the strange one.
It's really weird. So I have to go back, grab them, hit them a couple times, and then they'll follow me.
Yeah, Zephyros has been kind of bugging out lately. I don't understand. I mean, every now and then it has weird random bugs like that. The only one I found weird was every now and then I'll only get 2 Shadow Knights spawn. And not a third one. And I know I'm going in the same fucking circle. That shit never changed. but it won't respawn until I kill one of the other random ones, and it'll finally respawn. And I'm like, okay. Usually they're just standing there waiting for you to kill them.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
Yep, my vehicle ran out of gas this morning at the pump.
Holy shit.
And somehow my infinite wisdom, I did not park on the proper side of the vehicle because that's not the vehicle I usually put gas in.
Also, there's no... The 10 hours you've recorded aren't even on there? Alright, hold on. Let me go look and see if I can pull it up. Global grind. And you do have the check mark on all of your, when you have applied it, that it contributes to global grind. Because if you don't have that check mark checked at the bottom of every of those pages, it's not going to contribute it to, I think, this number over here. So that would be the only thing I would say you need to check, which I'm assuming you have. Yeah, okay. Scholar Awakened, 29 hours. I've got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down to Scry today, I guess. Alright. Get the motivation to sit down.
Actually, I think I found you. Yeah, I found you. You're in there. You're on the global grind. You're counting towards it. Like, you're the last recorded person for Scholar on the data. So, like, I'll give y'all an example, and I know I'm bad about this. I don't have every character I own created on Garmoth. So, when I go do my life skill reporting, it's always whatever the first class is that's up there, and it's normally the Guardian. So, everything I life skill on is technically showing Guardian with its gear. I don't change for life skills, but I will change if I'm on the grinding class. So
I would too. I would just throw up my level and throw the same gear that was tagged. I mean,
well, no, I'm saying, like, if I jump over to any of the Tuvala Timmy gear things or any of that, there's no... I don't have all my characters sitting there. So technically the life skill ones are all going to show Guardian with the life skill gear on it. Even though I'm doing it on Maewas, Mooses, ninjas, kunos, rangers, wizard, fucking everything.
But it's like healing.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter as much because the gear is more important. However, the only thing it does change is there's a few things I can do better and faster on the Dracania. I can do truffle. I can. Well, truffles is a bad example, but truffles I can actually do the grind spot faster, but I sit and wait longer on the Drac. Where if I do it on the Guardian, I'm almost there for waiting 5 seconds per grind, but I'm still doing the full loop and having to wait for channel cooldown.
Okay.
So, so technically, does it matter? No, technically doesn't matter. But like now, let's go say I'm doing let's take the same thing and we say that the Guardian's gonna go do a full energy drain and the Drac's gonna do a full energy drain. Who's gonna get to the trees faster, the Guardian or the Drac? The Drac, every time. We'll get to the tree before the Guardian does. So I'll do more trees per hour. But it means I may get less energy per hour on the Drac because I am gathering faster per.
Yeah, you're actually burning it quicker.
But where the Guardian might get 3 or 4 gathers, let's say more, 10 gathers more an hour than the Drac. But it averages out because it's so many characters being spread out. And they all end up with about the same average of trash. Because it does ultimately come down to just doing the grind, spending the X amount of energy per grind, and it all averages out to be about the same. Because, like, for me, I think now I'm just in money-making mode. Whatever I get, whatever I save, I'm not planning on doing anything outside of the weekly Zephyros taps for a while. Because I need to figure out what I'm actually going to do in terms of grind. Because it's, do I push the weapon up, the offhand up to Oct? Or do I go just try to start chasing the Nav Awakening weapon? I will definitely start putting pre-orders up on all the enhancement stones, so as I get them, I get them. But I gotta have, let's see here, 4, yeah. I have to have 20 bill free liquid just sitting to just keep pre-orders up without ever thinking about it. Just 20 bill liquid silver, it's there, it does its thing. So. Can I get 20 bill pretty easily? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Like some, I'll put up. There's like some more. I'll put up. Hold that skate plate up. We'll see the plastic thing. And the good thing is plastic though. Still, plastic and shit like that, I think.
You don't like spin to win?
No, not really.
Noodle?
Zerker.
Oh no.
And one class I told you that I hated the most, I wanted to try, because I bought 3 character slots. Because they were pretty much like 300 a pop for me. I bought all 3, and Zephyros was the first one that I made. There.
Find out you don't like him still.
Have you awakened him and played with the hopping bunny bullshit?
No,
Okay.
I couldn't even get to that. I got him to 56, but then it was just like, after that, it's just getting to 56. It was just boring to me. I'm gonna make a awakening Musa.
Strong class. Strong class. Especially if you play them right. They're more handier in PvP though.
Yeah, I probably
like
won't
me
play
one.
him right for like the next couple of days, months, probably.
Oh, it is alright. He's still fun as an awakened. He does big AoEs and all the flames and
Yeah.
people die to Musas, so every time I skip. This is a drop-in thing.
I don't know where Austin's grinding, so I can't really say if I want to pop another quest, because no, I can't kill another one here in 20 minutes.
I'm gonna be out there in a hot minute.
Alright, I'll just go ahead and pop it. Balanos, 1.
Okay. I'm just looking at a fuel pump. For the Jeeper.
Nice.
Trying to see how it goes in there and where the filter part of the fuel pump is. And where the sending unit is. 'Cause I've never taken one apart, so I don't know exactly where Dodge and their infinite wisdom does things. Sorry, Chrysler. Actually, it would have been Mercedes at that time. Daimler.
Hey Siri, set timer for 18 minutes.
18 minutes. Starting now.
Oh, let me untag.
has rivets to get to in order to replace the stupid filter. I'll do an aftermarket drop-in. Fucking dealing with no damn rivets. Ain't got no rivet tool.
Look, Ma, I made it. Unobtainium. You have attained the thing that is not obtainable. Has now been obtained.
What?
Enjoy the big fat unobtainium.
What was unobtained?
The unobtainable.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Unobtainium.
I'm still waiting to get it.
Someone's got to beat Zookeeper's record. I think he's got like 9 or 10 unobtainiums.
Great, googly moogly.
Yeah.
Until that man, chill the fuck out.
Well, considering he hadn't been back since the whole guild thing, I don't think he needs to chill anymore. It's just somebody needs to catch up. Narama's got 3 or 4 of them. Hellcrest has got, I want to say like 4 or 5 of them now. 6
you already
maybe?
did your 3 hours, didn't you?
Hmm?
You already did 3 hours today, didn't you?
No, I'm only doing 1 hour. Yeah, busy morning. 37 stream watch streak. That's fucking awesome.
And 37.
Mm-hmm.
I am on, I think, this is my 3rd one I'm watching you.
Nice.
So I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Well, whenever I find my tablet, I'll get there too.
Yeah, speaking about tablets, I had to throw mine away. I cracked it. I stepped
I'll live
on
here
it.
now. Yeah.
What model was it?
It was a really old. It was a Samsung. It was like my dad gave it to me, and then I just used it, and then I stepped on it by accident, and
I have an iPad 3 sitting around somewhere. and it's a fucking brick now. Like, it can't update, it can't do anything.
I've got a fancy dual speaker S9 Galaxy tab with a pen, and it has its own data and its own phone.
That's pretty cool.
Phone line. It comes in handy. It's got its own hotspot and its own everything. Motherfucker's nice. It's 4K. It's like 12 inches.
That's cool.
It's really not bad.
After seeing what Apple did with the iPad and how they brick them, I can't justify owning any sort of tablet ever again.
The other ones that we have laying around, they're super old. They still work just fine.
Oh no, it's not that it doesn't work. It's just that you can't update any app. You can't do anything. After a certain point, they say it can no longer be done.
Android doesn't usually do that. It has to
Yeah,
be
they do.
like
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is they do, because the only reason why I knew is because from playing all the emulator games, there were certain legacy phone stuff that it would pick up on that it would be like, no, the game's too old for this, and you'd have to do it. So I mean, everybody does it. I get that there's system requirements and shit like that. It has to, meet and.
Well, their time window is a lot longer than Apple's, though. That is the unfortunate fact. It is a lot longer. It's like 7 or 8 years as opposed to like 3 or 4.
I think they've done a little bit better on not bricking them, but I know the older ones, they brick them pretty quickly. Like, I think it was by iPad 5, mine was completely useless. Speaking of bricking, have you seen Nintendo can remote brick a Switch 2? The link when you're doing on it. That's fucked up, considering I own a Switch 2.
Yeah, they can definitely remote brick it. People were up and at 'em at Nintendo for the shit for a minute. And now they're up and at 'em about the PlayStation shit, so...
Yep. That's why I kinda got rid of mine.
I don't blame them.
I had the Pro. Good. Yoink! Sell that thing quickly.
Called a PC is still better. Unfortunately. You might spend a little bit more, but guess what? We've got older PCs that have outlasted any console.
True.
And if you build it just right,
I mean, yeah. But only reason I would get it
a lot of people still look
to
for free.
play with my dad and my brother. That's all they have.
Switch is probably the last console I will buy, and the only reason I bought the Switch is because I wanted to play a lot of the old Nintendo games, and it had most everything I wanted to play.
Right. I'm wanting to buy it just to be able to play some of the Nintendo shit that I used to like and enjoyed.
Last PC lasted 13 years.
As
Mine,
of
unfortunately, I got the goodie out of the first one, but it was right at COVID. My water cooler broke and leaked all over my electronics and ruined a lot of it. So I had to upgrade that, and then the only reason I switched over to this computer is I was struggling to stream Battlefield and I wanted to stream it. So I installed a second hard drive on my AI computer, and I use it for the ability now to do the gaming stuff on this side, just because it is zero issues with anything I want to play. So
for general reference, for those that don't know, AIOs generally need to be replaced every 5 to 10 years, depending on the manufacturer.
Mm-hmm.
And Corsair's roughly the 10-year mark, so there's only a handful of them that do a really good job. EKO is another really good one, and There's another one, but it's kind of harder to get sometimes. I'll have to remember it when I see it. I think it's deep cool or something like that. There's a couple of them that make their own versions of coolers. It doesn't necessarily use the AC Tech pumps.
NZXT. Okay. Mine's just an Origin PC, and I think it's a Corsair cooler that they put on it.
Yeah, the Corsair coolers are usually just fine. You usually can trust 97 bucks for that pump. The suffrage would be less suffrage with that.
Well, just thinking about a month or so, that's gonna be a just a buff.
What?
The alchemy stone. It'll just be there.
I'm waiting for. I can't imagine. I want it so bad. So I just want to leave my stone on and not care no more.
Dude, where the fuck is Austin killing?
What do you
'Cause
mean?
he's killing a shit ton of mobs. Like, I wonder if he's at
Probably
Highlands.
spot.
Or is he at Ethereum? I don't know. I hadn't seen him loot anything.
Well, I'll go be degenerate and slice it out.
Alright. So I've got 5 minutes of normal grind, and then I'm gonna go do the boss. And this seems pretty easy. Basically, just DPS him down, and then go get the golden buff from the ball, and then kill him.
Yep. One stage.
Technically 2, because you got to kill off his dog form to his human form, or his elven form.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Technically. But it's not... Kill Jordine, then now you gotta kill his stupid thing, then you gotta kill Jordine again.
Right. Do double the work. No, he ain't probably. It didn't look like double the work with Capras.
Yeah, it seems like it's just blast through it.
Which is very nice. We go take our happy asses over to the place. So I spent time out at Arsha.
Mm-hmm.
No one out there.
Nice.
Don't know why. At
Because
least
they're all in
so-
Adania too. That's why. They're all
Yeah.
there.
Either that or at the spot you're at, it seems like. Everybody and their brother is basically around us. Like, I'm starting to think now it's like top 30% of players are at where we're at or some shit.
I'd say we're still in the top 5%. Kaylee's probably top 2%.
People like Zethian and whatnot
Are the point
above
1 and above.
Why am I going to that? Yeah, so if you want to put a character out at Aquila, if you don't already have one, I'll just try to do them At,
Well, the starting point's Valia anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, but that only gets you the 2 random quests, which only gives you just the EXP and like 100 pro points, which is something.
I mean, if I do the Saley route, I do the full Saley route.
Right, it's just not giving you any parts.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do the full Saley route. I'm not gonna do just the fucking ship shit. Might as well get my master, whatever fucking sailing it is, leveled up more. I mean, my fucking Corsair is right there, so. And I've got the frigate. I just need to get it upgraded.
It's no big deal to run the actual full Saley route. The only Saley part of the Saley route that you won't be able to do is the bartering.
Yeah, I won't fucking deal with that on a Saley trip. It's the way we did it was we just gave a shit about the ship and the sailing EXP. Fuck the bartering shit. You can do that on your own time.
Yeah, because the bartering stuff is. Yeah.
Because we used to actually post in the sailing Discord. Like, we actually tried to run groups for people, but I always typically ran it right in between 2 people, so we never really got too many, like, actual AFKers from the sailing Discord, because there was 2 prominent people that always would run it. One like an hour before I did it, and one about an hour after I did it.
Yeah, I usually would try to run both sets of dailies at 6 o'clock and sometime after 8 o'clock. Or after reset in our case.
Yeah.
So that way I get two sets off. And I won't have to worry about it for a while. Because sometimes I'll miss it and totally not care if I do it.
Just come over here and kill one more pack. And we're out of here. Bye, Felicia. Okay, so let's record the hour. Zephyros add 1 hour, Sag numbers, but we got 16,109 in trash. I got 86 spirit dust. 1 of the crystals. 3 of those. We got 6 of those. 9 of those. 7 of those. 1 of these. No devos, which is fine. I normally get those on the back half of the grind anyway. 1 corrupted oil. No lusters that I can actually report because I'm getting the yellow ones. Oh, the yellow ones finally showed up now. You fucking pieces of shit. No telling how many of these things I've actually looted now.
For you. That's for sure.
Yep. And then let's go get our blackstones, which is 94 and 48. So I made 5.7 bill that hour with no devos.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Be right back.
All right. Okay, so Zephyros Castle. Let's go get her done. Which, this was the goal that I wanted to achieve, and now I can just sit back and chill for a long time and do this grind every week now. Because now we'll start actually getting armor upgrades. Not that we didn't get armor upgrades, but this one was one that made it a little bit harder to do. Oh yeah, we want to pop... Whoops, I didn't mean to pop the loot scroll, but whatever.
Forget not. Let me show you the true meaning of fear. Such arrogance. This is the only way to preserve life. Embrace it.
There it is.
So, you do live up to your title of hero. Today, I shall bring you true devastation. I'll crush your feeble soul. Darkness came first, thus light could be born. Face your fears. Bear witness to your doom.
Got him. Alrighty.
That was quick.
Yep.
Way easier than Karshan.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, see, you're only cucking yourself if you don't do Zephyros. That's all I gotta say about that.
I ended up with 17 G bars, 100 G bars, so I have 1.7 build just from that. So
doing
now,
it.
by me beating this, I should now have access to the weekly quest there at Scarecrow's.
Yeah. Which would be what? The shards? Hearing piece?
I'll have to
What?
wait for Kaylee to pop back up. I don't remember. Kaylee would know. I know she did it. Okay, Hikenza. Like, I wouldn't have, like, at the end of the day, I wouldn't have minded having to do Enzlar one more time. It would have still been 3 Adanya pieces, which is still better than doing the 1 of Jordine and the 2 of Nymphomir. But getting that 2 AP this week has been a big deal. Because now I can do that shit. So now it's 5 clicks a week.
Yeah, and I'll be happy. Me myself, I'm gonna be happy with that 5 clicks. Once I get my Nove to deck. That'd be 2 AP from the switchover. He's wild. Absolutely cuckoo. La cucaracha.
I'm obsessive about detail.
Okay, so we need
Yet here I stand as your storage keeper.
sharps.
Funny how fate unfolds, isn't it? I always fancied myself a Hashashin. Yet here I stand as your storage keeper.
One Sakura shard.
Funny how fate unfolds, isn't it?
All right. So the upgrade is the gloves, helm, boots. Not that we're gonna get all of these, but they're off. And we get no upgrade this week. But we do hard pity this. We do hard pity next week.
Nothing fires up. A blacksmith proves his metal on the battlefield. That got a piece that's seen better days. Lay it on the anvil. I'll have it gleaming like new. The blacksmith proves got a piece that's seen better days. Lay it on the anvil. I'll have it gleaming like new before you know it. Nothing.
Oh god.
I always fancied myself a Hashashin, yet here I stand as your storage keeper. Funny how fate unfolds, isn't it?
$2.2 bill for that hour of no agris and sellable shit, so
We ain't mad about that.
okay. I'll go look at that quest, see what it is. It is 1 fusion shard and 5 of the wand shards.
Wow, really?
Yep. And you have to kill 2,000 mobs.
Seriously?
Yep.
I mean, that's not terrible.
I'll hang on to it because I'm not sure if I'm going to come here tonight and grind. Or if I'm going to do...
I mean, the fusion thing, I could see doing the fusion thing for the decimations.
Yeah, it's 1 shard. That's the other thing that kind of bugs me, is it's just 1 shard. Wait, what? I thought there was a grind spot back here. So what are these trees? These trees are birch trees, but they are unfarmable. Oh, nope, it's birch.
Oh.
There's 1 birch tree up here that's farmable. Okay.
Why even put it in the game?
That one's not farmable. Unless somebody's been up here gathering. Yeah, no, they're all dead. You can't do shit with these.
Why would you want to gather there?
I don't know. Oh, there's another birch. Oh, nope. And another birch. Okay. I just happened to fly up here to this, like, rock area, and I was like, what happens up here? Oops, shit, wrong way. This way. Alright, so... invest 30 energy over here. And back to Hawkins. Okay. So, unfortunately, no upgrades this week on armor. Next week, we'll at least get 1. I actually hope that next week we could actually tap all of them to Tet, which would be nice.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
To finally get them all Tet, but it's whatever. I'm not gonna sweat the shit here. So, where is money gonna go? So I think at this point, money is gonna go... $80 billion, finish off the alchemy stone, get it to Splendid, knock that goal off the whatchamacallit. It's done. We're going to get that done. That'll be the last big expenditure of silver for, I think, a while. We will start building up a... Let's see here. Actually, how much do I have to end up saving up? Oh, it's right here. Literally right fucking here. Okay. So short-term goals that are not really so short-term, but they technically are, but they aren't. We're gonna finish the alchemy stone off. Done. Then we need... So this is 23, so 165 minus 23. Times how many? So that's 142 times how many clicks on the enhancement simulator? 142 times 2760 equals 391,000 crons times 300 by 3 million is 1,175 billion silver to pity the awakening.
Are you here to pick your item?
Okay.
Where did I see
So trillion silver for me is
absolute perfection of hard working? This is
8 alchemy runs. Give or take? Yeah. 8 alchemy runs, give or take. If I was just solely and 100% focusing that, that's 8 alchemy runs.
here. What should be here?
So if we were looking at the offhand, just to get it to Oct, it's 75 times 2250 is 168,000 times 3 million is 500 billion to get to Oct offhand. So let's go to Gear Planner real quick. And let's take the scarecrows into account. We'll go ahead and add our 20 total damage there. And we need the shit there. Okay. All right, so for me to hit 1,120 without my Z buff. Class buff, sure, but not my class skill that I get to use consistently. Keep up that 20. But in order to actually hit 1,120 AP cap. I need
2,100.
2,120.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Shorty, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. I don't know why I didn't hear the raid notification yet again. What is going on with my raid thing? I'll have to go look at it. Anyway, how was your stream? Hope you've been doing well. We're over here calculating money, destruction, and what are we going to...
how we can take over the world.
Yes, how am I going to take over the world? 1 silver at a time.
Yeah, 1 silver. No, we need to upgrade that to 2 silver nowadays, okay? Get it
Oh, no. You have to do this 1 silver at a time.
1 silver at a time.
I will allow that 1 silver, but we need to do 2 someday, okay?
Oh, I'll turn that 1 silver into 1 trillion silver. It's just, I'm getting there. I gotta figure out the path. Because this is not easy.
Yeah.
So 2,120. 2,120. Okay, so that's obviously not, we gotta go. Oh yeah, no, it's the dumbest thing ever. I see the path and it sucks. I see the path and it sucks. Okay. It's literally Nav weapon, Oct sub, and I gotta tap 1 more accessory. That's my path.
To get to the Scarecrow level.
Yes. To get to hard cap Scarecrow. To hard cap Scarecrows. So that tells us what we roughly need. So let me write this down. Okay, so I have 80 billion left for the alchemy stone, which takes off a goal from up there. Which is fine. Let me grab my calculator again. I accidentally closed it off. I think I actually did that when I was trying to shout out Miss Shorty. If I remember correctly, I think she played Guardian at one point. Because I swear I remember her grinding Stars in on Suck Guardian a long time ago. Like, I swear it's you, and if it's not, I'm sorry that I'm remembering somebody else, but I swore it was you. I remember doing the tower at Star's End. I swear it was you. Okay, so offhand, okay, yeah. Okay, so it's 75 pity clicks, which, you know, this is max money. This isn't what we really have to put in, but it's 75 clicks times 200 or 2,250. So 186,000 crons. So this is 168,000 crons, 750 is that. And this is going to be times 3 million, which is 500 and I'm just going to round up 507 billion.
Damn it, Utery popped.
Oh, fuck. Shit. Drac.
Oh, well, next one.
Let's see if I can get and just touch it.
Yeah, oh, that's what I'm gonna try to do. Probably not.
I got Drac, I can fly.
I got M.2 I can load. Come on, M.2. Switch.
I mean, I do have
it's half health. It's fucking half health.
Damn.
You got maybe a minute to spare.
Nah, I know. I got nothing. I have no character over there.
Screw it. I don't feel like rezzing over there. I got loot,
No
so that's all that matters.
Stones again. Get report done?
No, I just got garbage. But
God
it counts.
damn.
Doesn't matter. I still got loot. That's all that matters. Because I fucking forgot.
Screw your couch, Daddy. You keep getting reforged stones. You got a back attack one.
Okay, so can we boot him from the guild and report him?
We're just gonna report you for the bullshit I keep seeing.
Kick your own dad out. I'll let you do that, and I have no problems being the one killing it.
It's okay. I will take the full blame and destruction afterwards.
You're like, I'm not even thinking twice about this shit.
Nope.
To the death, to the gallows you go. All right. Okay, so this is 507 billion, and this is the Oct. Sub. And then we're looking at then to do the shit. Hold on, did I? Okay, yeah, that is knocked. Okay, enough. Okay, so then it is 165. And I have 23 clicks into it, so it's 142 clicks left. So 142 clicks times 2760 is 391,920 times 3 million. So this would be parentheses 391,920 crons for a total of a big fat trillion. I know that much. It is 1.176 trillion for the Nav Awaken. So this is a just get lucky factor. But we're looking at let's see here. 1.176 plus 0.5 plus 0.08 means I need to come up with 1,756 billion.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
So that is one. So
because we're not even talking deck yet.
Million, billion, or yeah.
Not even fucking talking the deck.
Million.
No, the deck fucking price on the sovereign
Million,
weapons.
billion, trillion. Yeah. So that's 9 zeros. Just as an FYI, 9 zeros worth of cronstones. 100, 100,000, 100 million, billion, trillion. Yeah, 9 zeros.
In cron stones.
In cron. Well, cronstones and alchemy stone. Assuming hard pitties. So if we're gonna look at this from a financial standpoint of how the frick are we gonna do this and not go mad, well, okay, so I can this is gonna take some alchemy money, this is gonna take some crate money, this is definitely gonna take some grinding money, and some bullshit money to realistically pull this off. Now, to get 1 trillion, almost 2 trillion silver, and this is just to hit the AP cap at the first frackin' grind zone, may we add. Now, that's also not counting getting the reforged stones or anything else that you can get to slightly boost you up. But we're talking that with the 3 upgrades that I'm showing here, and this is to not use Z buff. This is to not use my Z buff. And this is still using the Adanya set, may we add. This is me still using the Twisted Adanya. So we're not even above that cap. We need... Yeah, because I'm only 6 total AP above that. And even if we were to... Because have they added the Reforged? Yes, they have. Okay. So if I add a Han AP Reforged Stone... So here's going to be the fucked up shit. We're going to add all 3 Han AP Reforged Stones to all 3. That only takes me up to 2132.
Cute.
For 15 Reforged Stones. And you're looking at how many fusion crystals for those things? Let me go look at my loot. It is... you need 30, 60, 90 Nev fragments. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish juicing it out. What is the absolute best we can get, which is adding in the 2 Brutal Decimations. So let me click over to Adanya Knockback 2, Manage Preset. Come here, we're going to add... the Brutal Decimation there. We're going to remove the Fused Decimation there. Okay. So this is assuming we are absolutely as cracked as we can get. They didn't add an Okrat. No, it's still that one. Okay. So, at absolute best, in everything we can get that's passive, we are 2138 is the best we can get with that upgrade. So, meaning if we want to back down at all, what does that allow us to do? We don't need the earring. We totally need the awakening weapon if we want to chase that. We still technically need the offhand. The offhand technically needs to go. So... we're looking at, you would have to essentially go out and go grind your ass off and not die. And it comes down to this very sad reality. You need to pen both of your earrings to grind that spot. Level up your alchemy stone and level up your offhand. So, what this tells me is... if I'm going to prioritize stuff, we prioritize the Alchemy Stone to knock a goal off and just get it over with. It's 80 billion. Then our number 2 upgrade is our offhand. Now, why the offhand over the main hand at this point is it's cheaper by 2 times cheaper. So I'll take a 500 billion silver grind over a 1 point something trillion silver grind. However, I have zero fuck alls at clicking a hammer on that shit. So anytime we get a hammer, I'll throw it into my awakening weapon. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Cool. But this is the point where I have to start really thinking about this. For me, I have until the... Let's go pull up the actual date on it. So next week, we do know we're going to get some more chests, which means I do get more accessory taps. I get 3 more taps coming into the account raw, which is great. But let's see here. It is... I am human. Stop fucking with me. I have till the 27th, so there's 10 more days of just absolutely throwing my dumb ass into the scarecrows to attempt to get the earrings leveled up. So, or, well, at this point, I just need 2 of those new accessories to get leveled up. So, between the ring click and the earring clicks that are left up in the Agris coins, I just need 1 more accessory to go up. Well, 2 more accessories to go up in 10 days. Now, this is where things get a little sketchy. It's a terrible grind spot for money. Terrible, terrible, terrible grind spot for money. And the really messed up thing, all these upgrades are only 16.4% upgrade to get to overcap. That's all I'm missing in damage is 16.4%. Now, obviously, I have Z buff. So if I hit Z buff, I get 50 AP. So every minute and a half, I can sit there and I can spike up to 256. 2156 is what I can actually spike up to total. Or right now, with my current set, I can spike up to 2110 at my current setup. For, like I said, 60 seconds, I can be nearly at max cap. It's just the mechanics. It's got to make sure you don't die. Me, I mean, if you look at my crap right here, I've got 2 earrings out of 5 needed for a tap. I am 17 out of 60 needed for my brutal decimations. So, in 10 days, could I pull that out of my ass, considering that's only 2 days right there? Kind of 3-ish. Yeah, I could potentially do that. I've looted a wand crystal. I can get a backup in 10 days. That's not that terrible. Can I sucker us into potentially killing a party zone? Probably not, because that Han Stone's going to be brutal. Hello there. How's it going? How you doing today? I don't think so. But I think the bigger money grind comes after 10 days. And then we got to look at the Title Ball 2026, because I got to start preparing for something else, which is the grind event for, let's see here, on Unified Life Skills, September 2nd. Or, yeah, September 2nd is Unified Life Skills. So that I'm assuming and going to take a very big gamble on that there is going to be a gathering event then. Which is where I plan to fire it off, which is after the 27th. So that gives me how many days in... That is 1 week. Because we'll get it on the 3rd. So yeah. So the crystal event ends, then I have 1 week to get ready for a life skill event. So basically all my silver needs to start getting ready to do clear liquid, or to buy traces, to buy Spellbound Catalyst, stuff like that. I have a week to start where I need to start putting that into there. So in 10 days, can I earn 80 bill in 10 days? Absolutely. And I don't have to spend it all. I can buy it one at a time and we keep enhancing. You know, every click, it can be annoying, but it's cheaper than spending 80 bill and then I get it on the 3rd click into it again. You know, where we chase the Resplendent Vel's Heart to Splendid. So I'm like 40-something taps into it at this point. We can ignore that. So the sub... The 1 point whatever trillion, when it comes to that, I'm like 90% sure I'm going to sit at Zephyros to try to chase that. Because I can do 500, I can do 600 bill without ever needing to do that. But to chase almost 2 trillion silver, no, I absolutely will need Zephyros to do that. I will need my life skills to do that. So that's going to probably be the rest of 2026 to get to that, which is the fucked up shit, which just gets me to the hard cap of the new Adanya spot. And it's not even that great a moneymaker.
Nope.
Absolutely, it's abysmal money. But, I mean, at that point, you're grinding for the accessory click. And if I can get to that point, and I just need accessories, I don't think I care at that point. Because I've done my upgrades, and I'm not trying to chase another castle. Because the next step up is brutal, and I will have to deck my weapons in order to do that, which means the cost of the earring has to become nearly what I'm spending on... Which is, let's see, how expensive, how long does it take for that thing to get expensive? Have they upgraded this? Let's see, there's the Karazods. Have they added it into the enhancement? Yes, okay. So, Pen is 1,000. Hex is 1,500. Sept is 1,700. Oct is 2,790. Holy shit, it jumps 1,000 Cronstones from Sept to Oct. Albeit, it's only 20 pity. It's 30 pity for Nav to deck. But Octanav is 2790. So that is 2790 times 20 is 55,000 times 3 million. That's 167 billion for the upgrade. But that also means you need you need 100 shards times about average right now 5 hours. That's 500 hours to get the shards to do that. So that's just where we need to get to the point where we can get pre-orders up. We can sit on it for if we can get anything. You take any chance you can get to get the shards. We're hoping that in the next week or so they're going to start buffing Adanya Part 2 because it is terrible for the grind. So, because 500 hours to get a pity is disgusting. So, yeah. As far as tonight goes, I think what we're going to do is... I think we're going to go back and... I'm going to go see if I can do 2 hours of Scarecrows with less than 5 deaths. If I can do Scarecrows with less than 5 deaths, I think I will stay there just to take advantage of the Crystal event. Because the Crystal event ends, I am gone. I will not come back until I have done the...
At least the armor for the place.
Well, the issue's not... Again, it's not my armor. Because the way the mechanic works... The only thing that kills me is not the mobs. It's the Scarecrow. Me not blocking the Scarecrow's jump. That's what kills me. Because that takes me to 90. Then a mob hits me instantaneously for 1 damage tick. I'm gone. The mobs themselves, I can tank the mobs all day long. I have no problems.
Same.
So the armor does me no good there. It's not like I'm... The armor would do me better in the second spot. Now, that I did know. When they were damaged chunking into me, sure, I felt that shit. But this place, for the Scarecrows, the armor's not my issue. It's the mechanic itself, me not getting that block off cleanly. And I'm just missing whatever one of those mobs in that pack. Because now we have the details. We at least know this. We do know it's 25 seconds from the moment the message spawns to the moment the Scarecrow despawns. We know that for sure. We know that it is not the Scarecrow. It's a set of mobs in that pack. It's not all the mobs. It's a set group of them in that pack that have to die in 25 seconds. Or else you fail the stage.
Failed.
So, it's focusing down the mobs, making sure that the Scarecrow is going to eat up. You know the Scarecrow is going to eat at least 3 seconds, guaranteed on the initial spawn with that jump down. Then you've got another 3 seconds it's going to waste when it jumps again. So you're losing 6 seconds out of the 25 seconds of the initial spawn. The fucked up shit is that it takes 3 seconds for the mobs to spawn once the message appears. So, I'm expecting if they can just increase this from 25 seconds to 30 seconds, that grind spot gets a lot easier to clear, and it's a lot easier to dodge and safely play the mechanics. If not, you've got to kind of be aggressive in the Scarecrow's face, blocking that jump skill. If you're not blocking that, you're getting fucked up. Everything else about that spot is actually fairly easy to understand. Kill said mobs until the Scarecrow shows up. If you are not killing fast enough, the Scarecrows will awaken and it'll downgrade. So if you can't get all 3 to get up there to get to the Golden Wind or whatever it is, you can't grind the spot. Period. That's just how the game is telling us what it is right now. So, but if you can keep the Golden Wind up where the tree is glowing gold, then you can grind the spot. Now so that's check number 1, just to find out the litmus test if you can grind this or not. Litmus test number 2 is can you beat the Scarecrow phase? The Scarecrow phase just takes knowledge of the set. Well, we already have the knowledge. We know the jump, we know where it happens, and we know how to block it in order to not die from it. It's just making sure that you don't come in sideways and we sit on it instead of being straight on. We're sitting at an angle and it jumps behind me and then boom, dead. Jumps beside me, boom, dead. It needs to always be jumping in front of you and you can tank it. And it does no damage because it's true damage. Your guard takes no damage. Your armor takes no damage. You take 0 damage as long as it's being blocked. So
Well, a Suck Mabel doesn't have a guard, so...
Which means you have to iframe it, or you have to get out of the circle
right
completely.
Or dodge it.
So, as a guardian, I
Didn't
can...
you say something about the circle, like, downgrading if you left it slightly or something?
No, we've checked that. That's what we've been testing, is to see if you got out of the circle, would it degrade? No, it doesn't degrade. You just have to kill the mobs in X amount of time. There's no other degrade mechanic. It's literally the degrade is killing X. The only thing we don't know is which mobs is it in there. And I kill the spread so quickly, it's hard to tell which mobs are left up. Because I've seen it where there's been a few of the... looks like they're carrying haystacks on their back. The bigger mob. So I think it's one of the smaller mobs that has to be killed, because I think I've left the big mobs up and it didn't fail the stage. So it's got to be, I think, the smaller mobs. And it's going to be really hard to tell in that fast of time. Going back and watching my VODs, because of how the Guardians sweep, because I'm normally killing him with the, this fucking skill right here. I think it's, what is it? Yeah, that skill. Which is, nope, it's not God Incinerator. Suppress, no. It's not that. Scornful Slash, no. Dragon's Maw, there it is. It's Dragon's Maw. And Howling Light. So, between the Dragon's Maw, it's everything dies so quickly in that I can't tell. It's so hard to tell which mob it is. But I'm pretty sure it's not the big ones. Because that's what I've seen alive after the fact. But the pack is the mechanic. So I think I abused the crystal breaking mechanic. I think we take care of that. We try to get our currencies built up to get the miner shit, because it's not gonna... None of it's gonna affect me. I work on getting the 80 bill built up, which is doable there in 10 days. I've already got 45 bill sitting up here. That we will trade in at some point. So we'll trade this in. That'll get us 45 bill into our pocket. So yeah, in my case, because I cannot risk my crystals, I gotta take advantage of this crystal event. Then once the crystal event's gone, I'm Zephyros exclusively. Until I make the 1.7 trillion to hit hard cap. But I need to take every advantage as I can, because if I can get the accessories to level up between now and then in 10 days, if I can get the offhand leveled up one more, that's going to be easy. I can avoid the 1.7 trillion, and I can just live at Zephyros for that, because I'm not about to do 1.7 trillion in a 2 billion silver an hour grind spot. You can go fuck yourself.
Uh-huh. I fucking
Go
wouldn't.
fuck yourself. Not happening.
I need to increase that dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
I don't care. I need to dramatically increase the silver value in those last... in Adonia Part 2.
The other spots may be great. It's just this spot is actually statistically bringing in 2 point something. Well, it's 1.9 bill in sellable things that will sell. Not the RNG items. Because yes, you can get it to where it's 5 billion silver if you get the special earring. Yes, you can get the full on drops for the stuff. That's can't be counted as the silver per hour. The raw base silver per hour needs to be over 4 billion and what you're getting. So the trash loot could literally double and it would in value, and it would still be reasonable. Not great, but reasonable if you doubled the trash loot value for that spot. Anyway, it is 1:30. I need to go get some shit done. Today's Dad's birthday, so I'm going to go take care of a few things for that. I might be a little bit later getting on.
That's fine. That's reasonable.
So, yeah, y'all
Worthy to him.
y'all enjoy your afternoons. Y'all take care. I'll be on at some point tonight. We'll go spend an hour or two at Scarecrow's. And see what type of bullshit we can pull out of it tonight, and just accept the cost loss of I'm going to lose money on draughts. I know I'm going to lose money on perfumes. That's fine. As long as I can get it down to less than 3 deaths an hour, I can deal with that cost because of how I create the draughts and stuff. I can easily suck that up because it doesn't cost me nearly what they are worth. So my costs are much lower than somebody who just buys them outright. So yeah, y'all take care. Good luck on your grinds, and I'll see y'all after dinner at some point.